Whatever.
Hello, welcome to the Whatever Show. I'm Alex Drake.
I'm Dragon Pat.
Today we're going to be talking about our
Yes, folks, this is a Doctor Who episode.
yes.
And what conversation about Doctor Who could we have without going into the companions?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Doctor's had many companions, and a list of which, I mean, the photograph of which is huge. But we want to talk about our favorite companions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and go first this time.
Yeah, he has an order. I'm not really in any particular order.
Number one, I want to give an honorable mention to two characters. The Mickey Ricky combination. I liked him.
Mm,
There were times that you're like, man, she's dating a loser.
yeah.
And other times it's like, yeah, okay.
And I love how every time the Doctor calls him Ricky, it's Mickey.
Whatever.
Ricky.
And then, of course, you have Captain Jack. Captain Jack Harkness got us his own show
Yeah.
because he was just such a classic character. My number 10 comes in with River Song. I mean, you got to have the Doctor's wife. And she did great. I love the River Song episodes. They always have a unique twist. You could never guarantee where they're going to go.
Mm-hmm. Will they be in the past, or future, or where?
And if that's the only thing you think that you get lost on, then you're not paying attention because you can never predict what's going to happen. You never know. I mean, she was such a unique character, and she plays with the Doctor in such a way that anything can happen. Number 9, Martha Jones. Dr. Martha Jones, excuse me. We meet her at the beginning of season 2
Yes.
of David Tennant, because we already had the first season with Rose, and he's heartbroken, doesn't want to have no deep commitments, no entanglements, and he meets Martha. And Martha finally leaves him because she's falling for him. But Martha was great. And the fact that as you're watching the series as it goes on, that she ends up hooking up with Mickey, that's priceless.
Yeah.
I loved it. Next one, number 8, Brigadier General Lethbridge Stewart. Although not technically a companion, because he was not a regular companion, he was a companion. I mean, he was with the second Doctor a lot. Mm-hmm. He played with the second Doctor, third Doctor, fourth Doctor. I think he was with several of the others. The thing is, he was a consistent running character through the early Doctor Who for so long. So much so, they brought his daughter in to be the head of unit.
Yeah.
And that was just priceless.
Wow. And she even admits that she pretty much knew almost everything about the Doctor thanks to the father. Okay.
My 7th favorite companion of all time is my 7th favorite Doctor Who companion is Jo. When we meet the third Doctor, we have a scientist works with him for one season, and then we get Jo. Jo got her position because of family connections, but you learn to love this character. No, she's not an expert at pretty much anything but caring, but she does that so well. Her character was brought back in the Martha Stewart episodes. Not Martha Stewart, Sarah Jane episodes. Sorry. and it was priceless. Martha, I mean, Martha Jones was a great character, but and when we see in Joe is the epitome of what the standard character is. They're not experts; they're just people that care,
Yeah. They,
and that's what makes Joe so priceless because she is simply somebody who
as
cares.
Peter's Capaldi's person, doctor said, I
Her to care for me.
have the, because the doctor don't really know how to care.
By the number 12, he doesn't know how to care. Then you got number 6, Ace. Ace is one of the youngest companions. And I'll admit, I like Ace because I had a crush on her because she was my age. Maybe a little younger. But right in there. And it was like, hey, I really had no hope of getting Romana to marry me, but hey, maybe I could dream about Ace. Now you go up. Number 5, Clara.
Impossible.
Impossible Girl, and the portrayal with number 12, again, continuing to be, I mean, she was the hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
She made things so neat. Number 4, I went with Romana 2. Now, yes, I went with Romana 2 because she is the Time Lord that traveled with the Doctor, and let's face it, she actually married Tom Baker. I don't blame him. Baker picked the cute, hot one. There's something about Romana 2 that is not, I mean, she's not sex appeal. She's just beautiful. She's got a sense of class that I just loved. And the fact that she's as smart as the Doctor made her even more priceless. Number 3, Sarah Jane. Could she have been number 1? Easily. When you start looking at 1, 2, and 3 on my list, these people could change around easily. And part of it will depend on the show we're looking at. Why? Because along with Sarah Jane, I've got Amy Pons. I thought Amy was number 1, gorgeous. Karen Gillian is one of the hottest women in the world. And as Amy, she wins. And that leaves Rose Tyler,
Bad Wolf.
the Bad Wolf. Rose Tyler, who actually plays in an episode with Sarah Jane, was priceless. You get to see the Doctor in the most unique position of all, when he has his ex and his present together with him, and then they gang up on him, and you're like, oh, I love this. Overall, I mean, there were other great companions. There were others that were even, I mean, come on, let's face it, some of them were downright hot.
Yeah.
Some of them, the studio tried to play them up as hotter than they were. You've got, oh shoot, what's a mind blank? The one that played the Amazon girl.
Oh.
And you remember her name, her first name is the same as the first name of Romana too. It's actress. But I digress. You have her. You have the American actress who we see in a bikini, and she's hot. I mean, there's some very unique and wonderful companions. And the new companions, the old companions, all of them share one thing. They're people. They're normal, everyday people. And that's part of what made Doctor Who fantastic.
Yes.
Now your list.
Like I said, mine's no particular order, because to me they're all great. They all have number 1. On mine, no particular order again. Captain Jack, i.e. the face of Bo.
Yep.
Dude is, first of all, he was cryptic when he's face of Bo.
Well, that's from future time.
Yeah.
It's all time and one for Spacey Wasey.
But when he's not the face of Bo, dude is just funny.
Captain Jackie is just he's a tomcat with no limits.
I guess when you can live forever,
Try it all.
thanks to Bad Wolf, it kind of gives you the ability to, I don't care. Ricky.
And remember, at the end of the universe, the only thing that'll be around are the immortals.
Ricky. He was an idiot. Ricky the idiot.
Who saved the Doctor's
Yep.
butt several times.
And even when they went into the alternate universe one.
That's when Mickey and Ricky actually became an enjoyable character.
Yeah. He actually grew a pair.
Yeah. Go up.
Martha Stewart. She was good. I liked her.
You mean Martha Jones?
Yeah, Martha Jones. Sorry, my thing sometimes glitches. She's good.
She was a great character.
She helped the Doctor move on. Somewhat. River Song, the Doctor's wife. Dude.
Which we've covered.
Yeah. Joe. She fit perfect with the third Doctor. He was stuck up. She was more caring.
A dingbat.
Yeah, caring dingbat. Clara.
The impossible girl.
Yep.
Who do you got
She
next?
cared for Brigadier.
The Brigadier.
He was a companion. When the third Doctor was stuck on Earth.
He did take a trip with the Doctor a couple times.
And
he was brought back in the episode with the 5 Doctors.
yes.
They had him. They had Patrick. They had Patrick Thornton with him as a companionship. They had the first Doctor with his daughter. They had Doctor number 4 with his companion at the time. No, Martha. Not Martha, but Sarah Jane.
Yep. They took the ones that worked perfect together and put them together.
Either way.
Which I was thinking.
Well, Petrie was in there also.
Yes.
See, the Doctor is one of the few shows that makes a point of having shows about themselves. It has the Doctor within the Doctor within the Doctor. Go on.
Ace. Okay, she's just lethal. Don't give her any bombs, because she knows how to make them, so don't give her anything.
Yeah, what was that, C-14 that she came
Yeah,
up with?
C-14 she came with.
'Cause
Thing could take out a Dalek easily. Like, whoop, boom. No more Dalek kid. And the bat. I want that bat. Romana too, of course, because, like you said, she was hot.
She was beautiful. Not just hot. I mean, she had class. She's what you would picture being a lady. I mean, if they'd have named her Queen of England, I'd have bought it.
Which one is her? Hey, she's a Time Lord. One of the few times the Doctor actually tried companion with a Time Lord.
Well, the only time he's ever companioned with a Time Lord was Romana 1 and Romana 2.
Yeah.
And Romana 2 chooses to look like this because she wants to.
Yeah.
And again, you have the whole arrogance of the Gallifreyans.
Yeah. Then I got Rose, because she was one of the first companions I saw.
Well, she was the first modern companion.
Yes. And she's funny.
I love Rose.
She's funny. She helped the Doctor move from being, I want to just kill everyone.
To I'll give him a chance to kill them all.
Yeah.
So she helped the Doctor grow.
Then Sarah Jane. I liked her. And I still think it's funny when they met up in, I think it was Bowtie? Or one right after X.
What?
When Sarah Jane met up with the Doctor again and the, hey, you left me in the wrong town.
No, this is when she first met, so this would be within Tenet,
Mm-hmm.
when we meet Rose, when Rose meets her
Yeah, which
in
is
the school, and she's still investigating, and they touch bases, and they find out she's still going on,
yeah,
but she never found anybody special because the one person she
did
left in a time machine.
yeah, and he admits he couldn't bring her.
Got that.
Not then. Now he could bring anyone he wants.
So it's
And then
these
course-
are some of the companions.
yep, and of
I
course
mean, other companions that are really, really popular is K9.
Canine. Yeah, I like Canine. The only one of the few dogs I like. It's a robot dog. That is actually very cool. Number 4 was the person who had Canine. And of course, what did he have on Canine? The scarf. A little scarf for Canine.
Yep. So this has been whatever discussing Doctor Who, a show that has covered. They're approaching their 60th year.
Yeah.
60 years of Doctor Who. If Chen hasn't killed it off entirely.
Mm-hmm. BBC. Fire Chen Ball. Get either a doctor.
You know, we're going to do an episode on how to save the Doctor.
Yes.
But not yet. We'll give it probably next week or so.
Mhm.
And granted, every one of our recommendations will start with Fire Chunball,
Yes.
because that's the only way to go forward.
Yep.
We want to thank you all for joining us today, and hope you have a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you next time on the Whatever Show.
Yes. Have a good day.